Okay, I think we're good. Are we good? We're good. We're good. We're good. Hello! Hello there. I keep forgetting to move this camera. 1 second here. I'm not centered. There we go. There we go. Happy Tuesday. How's everyone doing today? Let me turn the green camera on. Are you still green? You are still green. Green? Green. My AC inlet is dead. Any recommended inlet? Preferably a live one. I don't know where you live. I don't know what your country's rules are with inlets. I would say whatever the War on Bomb recommends, go with that. Sure. Hello from 3DQF. The 3-dimension quick force? What's 3DQF? How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing today? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Yeah, should be a pretty fun stream today. Hopefully it goes well. This is either going to go really well and we're just going to breeze through and everything's going to be great, or in 3 hours from now I'm going to be swearing. One or the other. So it's a 50-50 chance. It's like being a weatherman. All you need to do is come out on every day. It might be hot today. It might be cold. It might be dry. It might rain. You got all your bases covered. You got all your bases covered. Guten Abend. Guten Abend. Is a filament manufacturer in the UK. Oh, cool. I will be over there in, oh shoot. Actually, we're coming up on this. When? Oh shoot. Where's my calendar at? Clear. Oh, where are we? We're getting close. Up here. Actually, let me go down here. I'm gonna live down here today. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then fly out on, oh god, we are getting close to Smurf. Smurf is coming up. Oof. It's coming close. Luckily, I don't really have to do much. I got my flight booked and I got my hotel booked. I think that's about, I don't really have to do anything else, I don't think. Yeah, I think I don't think I have to do much else. I gotta figure out how to get from Manchester Airport to the hotel, but it's on like a 20-minute drive, so I'll just Uber or something. PETG is very hygroscopic. Most PETG is. Pizza time. I am making pizza for dinner tonight. Got my TD1 in the mail today, printing the case now. I'm gonna put it, there you go. I've been doing, I made this. I made a short. I'll probably get copyright strike for this. Actually, no, I didn't get copyright strike, so I can play my short. I've been playing around with the, go to my channel. Go to my channel. Where's my channel at? Wait, why am I even doing that? I'm like, why do I have to, I don't have to bring up my YouTube channel. I can just pull up the video here. Near 3D, import, shorts. There we go. This was me having fun with HueForge last night. Because I'm doing a bunch of HueForges because I might do a video on it. I'm not going to do an instructional video. Plenty of people have already done that, but maybe just a quick little talk on it. But I've been trying to do like high contrast black and white HueForges.
Can anybody say they know the general? I doubt it.
I don't know why I find this so
cold,
funny.
Quiet and grand.
Robert E.T. is one of the most difficult to talk about because he's been immortalized by the glory and the worship.
I don't know why I found that so funny to make. I don't know why I found that so funny to make. I just like Robert E.T. Robert E.T. Does anyone really know the general? Does anybody really know the general? Working on Seaboard Enderwire. Any advice? Follow the manual? That is a short, by the way. It's a short on the channel. I didn't do the, when you put a short out, you're not supposed to push it to your subscribers. You just kind of throw it out into the wild. They do better. Speaking of throwing it out into the wild, remember how on, today's Tuesday. On Saturday, was it Saturday? Wait, what's today? Today is Tuesday. So that was Saturday night we were messing with this, right? You know how we were like, oh, I have to reflash the cartographer because the one I had was set up for CAN bus and we have to change it over to USB, which hardware-wise are the same, but it's firmware. So we had to go through the whole process of flashing it because I didn't have an alternative, because I had one that was given to me that was a USB one, like the one in the box here, but I couldn't find the one in the box here. Well, guess what? I found the box, and guess what's in the box? It's a USB cartographer. Yeah. A little late. A little late. Anywho, okay, so where do we leave off? So where we left off on this, for those that don't know what's going on with this is a Seabor Quad XY Trident. I like the term Quad XY instead of all-wheel drive. It kind of makes a bit more sense, because if anything's all-wheel drive on a Voron, it's the Z-axis, because it has 4 motors. Always has 4 motors. But anyways, so this is a Quad XY Trident, and we've been having issues, namely issues with the controller board that I think I smashed and threw in the garbage because I got so fed up with it. So we've gone ahead and we've swapped out the controller board. This kit shipped from Seabor with a Big Tree Tech SB2209, and it's just been a gremlin. I've been chasing gremlin issues in it with timing errors, cartographer errors. Basically, TLDR, I didn't want to be chasing gremlins anymore, so we ripped it out. I smushed it with a hammer and I threw it in the garbage. Now, installed, we have a Big Tree Tech, or correction, a LDO Nighthawk. This is a known good board. I had this board installed in a printer I don't use much, and I know it works. So we're just, instead of chasing gremlins anymore, we just yeeted the gremlins. We just got rid of them. So now I've got known good hardware. We have to finish wiring up everything by doing the cable run down to the controller. We have to install this guy here, which take 2 seconds. So it'll get power and all that stuff. And then we are pretty much, I think we're pretty much good to go. I don't know, is the cartographer guy here in chat? If not, I don't know if we have to reflash the cartographer or just like do like the find the IP address kind of thing, USB address or whatever it's called. But either way, we should be pretty good. The Nighthawk has already got Klipper on it, so this should be pretty quick, hopefully. I say that now, but we'll find out. We'll find out now. I'm hoping this goes quick. I'm hoping this goes easily. I'm really hoping this doesn't take too long. But the first thing we gotta do is take this back panel off, because we gotta run some wires. While I'm flipping this around, I'm gonna say a few things. Hey, you. Yes, you. Do you like filament? I'm assuming you do, because this is a 3D printing channel, and while I may think I have a charming personality, I'm assuming you're here because of the 3D printing stuff. So if you want to get some food for your 3D printer for free, enter to win a spool of filament from Polymaker. We give away a spool every stream. Link in the video description at the bottom of the video here, or the stream here. And while you're down there, enter. If you want to help support the channel, content I create, the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, gifted memberships to others. That's the best way to support the channel, because other people get memberships as well. Or if you want to buy something, go ahead, buy something. Affiliate link doesn't cost you anything extra. Go a long way in supporting the channel. Or if you're thirsty, buy some gamer subs, code Canuck, save 10% off your order. My sample of one SB2209 RP24 is excellent. May or may not be a good sample. That's why I took mine out. It's not that I don't trust the board. It's just I've had so many random little quirky issues. I'm trying to remove as many variables, and the easiest way to remove a variable is just remove the entire assembly and replace it with a known good hardware. Simple as that. These Big Tree Tech, yeah, they run hot. This machine actually, this is one of the hottest stock enclosures I have. This doesn't get as hot as Toasty Boy, but this does get to the mid 60s Celsius, and the thermistor on the tool head board, because did I actually throw it out? I'm pretty sure I did. Can't remember if I actually did throw it out or if I just smushed it with a hammer. The tool head board has a thermistor built into it. It was reading 95 degrees Celsius. It's not good. And that's with a fan. So I don't know if I just got like a lemon board, or it just like we're just not dealing with it. It's already gone. We're just not dealing with it. But what we have to do is run some power. And by power, we got 2 USB cables now that we got to run. So have a lot of reliability. I like their main boards. I like their main boards. Their controller boards, the octopus boards, the mantas. I like those. The CB boards are hit and miss. I get why they exist. Raspberry Pis for a while were hard to get, and when you were able to get them, they were expensive. So I get why there was a demand for Raspberry Pi alternatives. I get it. Firing those up, getting that all set up, I understand. I understand the need for them to exist. It just kind of seems that they're kind of spotty, hit and miss. This one has a CB2 in it. I'm really hoping the issues that we had go away once we get this swapped over. I'm really hoping the issue that I was having was not CB2 related, because I really don't want to have to replace that. I think I have a CM4 somewhere that I could use, but I really don't want to. 95 when printing ABS. Yeah, and the problem is this machine pretty much only prints ABS. This is my ABS machine. Okay, so this is gonna be annoying because shoot, I gotta. Okay. So this is the annoying part, is the back panel is like permanently attached. Now, if you get this kit now, they ship you a little breakout board, so you don't have this problem. The problem is I didn't get that. Actually, I might have that. Nope, that's that. That's that. Okay, maybe I don't have it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they did ship me the new stuff. I just haven't bothered to swap it. It basically puts like little quick connects here so you can disconnect this without having to do what I just did. But because we're trying to get this online and I really don't care, we're just going to get it online and I really don't care. Simple as that. Yours did? Okay, that's good. Yeah. Okay, so how we got to do this is now we have 2 cables. So this is kind of the poopy thing, is I now have this USB cable here. So we got 2 USB cables. I've got my, where did I put the drag chain? Oh, it's right here. We got a drag chain. So we got to run these cables through here and then like down here. This is going to be a nightmare. How am I going to fit those through here? It's going to be a nightmare. I might cheat and go around this. I really don't want to, because it's going to mess with the aesthetics, and we don't want to mess with the aesthetics, but I might have to. What was that? Andrew Rogers, $9.99. Cheers and appreciated for the YOLO fund. Yo-ho-lo-ho. Okay, let's get the front face on this. Let's start putting this back together. Okay, so you go. Oh, I forgot to print the cover. That's what I forgot to do. I knew I was supposed to print something, and then I forgot to print something. Shoot. Really? I forgot to print the cover. Dang it. Okay, I guess we're gonna free ball this. Okay. Okay. So put the front cover on. Goes like that. Why don't you want to go in? Are you catching on? What are you catching on? You go like that. You go like that. Oh, that's why. Come on. Last check, RAT OS listed the CB boards as compatible. They are compatible. The downside with the CB boards is I know the first generation of them had issues with the Wi-Fi being very not great. The issue is they don't run like a main version of Linux. They run like a forked version of Linux. So the problem is you're not running like the mainline distro. that everyone else is kind of running. That's kind of the downside with any Raspberry Pi equivalent. If you know, if you watch Jeff Gerling a lot, you know that basically all the not Raspberry Pis suffer from that problem, where quality or compatibility is like, it may be great hardware wise, like, oh, the specs are great, look how good the specs are. The problem is software support is just non-existent essentially. So that's kind of the downside with running these not Raspberry Pis, is you run into that problem where it's like, yeah, it works, but it might not work the way you want it to work. And you might run into some problems. Okay. Go with these two. The Big Tree Tech Pi 2 is... I can't. 1 second. Also, this little part here doesn't mate up properly, but whatever. Has been solid for what it's worth. I've heard the CB2 I trust better than the CB1. Simple as that. Hearing about the extruder. Giuseppe, yes and no. I don't... Basically, we were going down the troubleshooting list, and it's like, oh, this wasn't working. Okay, swap that. Okay, that didn't really fix it. Swap that. That didn't really fix it. Okay, swap that. That didn't really fix it. And it kept coming back to basically, I just kept having gremlins in the tool head, and it could have been the motor. We did swap the motor, and it seemed to work, but then other issues with the tool head came up where we're having MCU disconnects essentially with the tool head board. So I just said, screw it. Instead of chasing gremlins continuously, I ripped the tool head board out. Simple as that. You can't have gremlins in the tool head board if you rip the tool head board out. That makes sense, right? Right. So the only downside with that is we have to like rewire the entire tool head of the 3D printer, which is kind of eh. The little guy stole my step stool. Andy Miller, $10. Cheers and appreciated. 1 second. 1 second. Hey, Calvin. Where did you put Daddy's step stool? Can you go get it for me? Because I need it. Can you please get it for me? And bring it out to the garage? Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is the drag chain. Assures me it was EBB36. Oh, really, it's a similar blender in the world. Oh, on the overhead reminds me of the Sony Hi8 cameras. I know this is Matrix camera right here, Matrix Vision. Okay, so now we have, which this part kind of sucks, and I wish I didn't have to do this, but I have to. We now have 2 USB cables. Oh, you got it. Thank you, buddy. So now we have 2 tool head cables. All right, you can go outside. Thank you. This part kind of sucks. I wish we didn't have to do this. And I need to make sure that that doesn't hit. Okay, we're good there. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to have 2 of these cables. So one of them will ride in the drag chain and the other one won't, because there's not enough room. So I kind of have to like This is gonna suck, but I have to kind of pick one to go in the drag chain, the other one gets zip tied to the drag chain. So this one is gonna go in the drag chain because the bigger one won't fit. Because that's the other thing. This cable for the tool head board is much thicker than the other one. So I'm hoping it has less issues as well. Yeah, the camera's been digested by a gelatinous blob. Hopefully they put... Yeah, it'd be nice if the Nighthawk 2 had that. Also, this... Having to, like, pinch this in is not... I don't like it. It's like... It's like... I feel like I'm breaking the cable doing this. I don't like this style of drag chain. I wish these were a more traditional drag chain. I don't like it. There we go. Okay. Now I gotta get that through that. I think I have to undo this. Nope. Tried the CB200E3 easy and couldn't get it to work. Pi 4, not a single issue. Yeah, it's one of those things like, I'm hoping we don't have issues, because it's like, well, we already have it installed and it's working, so we should be okay. But we'll see. See, this is going to be annoying. This part's going to be annoying because I don't know if I can even fit the cable through this. Yeah, see, this isn't going to work because I have to, like, this has to go through here, but I can't. This is stupid. So I can't use this as a cable router. Because, like, there's no way. This is supposed to mount there. You screw on your thing and then the cable goes through here. The problem is, no amount of lube is going to make that fit in that hole. So we're just going to have to skip it, I guess, and just kind of not use it that way. Great. Great. Yay. Have no tool head board than 2 USB, but here's hoping. Well, the problem is, if I don't want to use a tool head board, I have to run 20-something wires to the tool head. And then I still have to run a USB cable for the Nighthawk, or correction, the cartographer. So, Lee Smith's Workshop, gifted a community membership. Cheers and appreciate it. So we are going to have to do this the hacky bullshit way. As much as I don't want to, the gods have deemed it that suck it up, buttercup. This is what we're doing. So it do be how it do. It do be how it do. It do be how it do. So you're gonna go here. So actually what I can do is pop you off. You're gonna go right here. Okay. This way. No, no, get back here. Get back here. Yar. I can put you right in there. Okay. There we go. So you're going to go right like that. And then we'll just run these cables around this. As much as I don't want to, I'm going to have to. I love how this is making it. It is funny how the more you try to cable manage and make things a neater package aesthetically, it leads to more of a headache mechanically. They make tool head changers. Oh yeah, yeah. If you're building a tool changer, you pretty much have to use tool head boards if you're doing a tool changer. Like, you'd be insane not to use tool head boards on a tool changer. Like you'd be adding so much extra work to yourself if you didn't use tool head boards on it. Any sort of tool changer, even IDEX. I mean, even nowadays, you save so much on the the wiring aspect of it, because it's like everything just plugs into the tool head and then you run 4 wires to the controller. It's so much nicer to work with tool head boards nowadays. How's the mic, by the way? It's just kind of a pain in the butt at times. That's kind of the downside to this setup, is it's just a pain in the butt. Okay. So now, since you're gonna go like that, I guess I can put this panel back on. Let me see here. Yeah, because you're gonna ride on the outside here. And I'll just zip tie you on a bunch. You're just gonna have to go there. There will be a cover on that at some point once I remember to print it. Let me do that now. Do I have any printers loaded with black filament? No. Okay, I'll print it later. Wait. No, it's not loaded with black filament. Don't LDO have an SB board with a built-in USB? I don't know if they do now, but they don't last I checked. What are those 2? There's 1. Okay, so let's put this back on so I can kind of figure out where everything goes. One. Where did the other one go? Did it fall? I know it fell. Should be here. Nope, 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 nope. Oh no. What will I do? No, get back here. Hello from France. Bonjour. Es-tu bien? Je suis bien. Oh. Really? Where'd you go? How does it fall right on the desk? I see it. I look up here, I align the pin, and then I look back down and now I can't see it. Right there. I am blind. There we go. Okay. So we'll just do that for now. Do that, just kind of flopping in the breeze for now. Oui, oui, croissant. Bibliothèque pamplemousse. Okay, so that's that. So now let's spin this so I can see what I'm doing on my side. And you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. So the plan is now, let's get that cable back out. So we got our tube of Bowden. I can go through here. Yoink. And that needs to go to about there. I'm okay with that. This front right. That seems to be that. You can go right about there. Right about there. Okay, now I've got my... I stopped using zip ties for a lot of this stuff. I use these little Velcro. You can buy like 100 of them for like $10 on Amazon, even cheaper probably in the States. And I've been using these a lot for wire management instead of zip ties. And I like it because they don't bite. Zip ties are sharp when you reef them tight. These don't. So you really don't risk damaging wires, especially on umbilicals like this. So, not LTT store. Go to lttstore.com. Yeah, anytime I gotta bundle up wires, like an umbilical set of wires, I use these. I do have the LTT store ones, by the way. They're inside. I just haven't. What's annoying about Velcro? It's thick. And an umbilical, it's not too big of a deal. With umbilicals, it's not too big of a deal. It's more of a problem with like small stuff. Okay, So I do have to put some zip ties on this though. And I hopefully still have some up here. Or did I bring them all downstairs? So this is annoying. It's like, where did I put my zip ties? I had a whole bunch up here. And then I think I put them downstairs. Or I brought a bunch of zip ties downstairs. But I should have left some up here for me. I know I did. Nope. Ah, here we go. There they are. Zip ties. Because I do have to put some in here to get this going. There we go. 1 and 2, because I do want to make sure that the tool head is at least secure. You don't want your tool head. You don't want to be using the actual connection as a stress relief. Put it that way. There we go. 1 history umbilical chain step. I thought the point of umbilicals was not to use change. This is more a support drag chain than a it's just to keep it from drooping into the chamber. That's one of the downsides with umbilicals, is you really don't have anything to keep the chain, the umbilical out of the way. And I find, especially on enclosed machines, because they get hotter, and a lot of, like, especially like USB cables and whatnot, they lose a lot of their rigidity when they heat up. They get mushy. So what I'm more worried about is just it drooping into the print volume. So for example, I've got, that has an umbilical on it, but I had to like zip tie stuff to it, and it's still, especially on a Trident. On a V2 at least, you can kind of do a big loopy, and it doesn't really become a problem until you get near the top. With this, you only have this much room, and it's always like drooping down, I find. So on a smaller build, you might not need it, but I find on these, this is a 300, on the bigger volume, you kind of want at least something. And all this does is just kind of keep this from doing this. You don't want this to happen, right? Because, you know, oh, it's like this needs to go to here, but if it's like that, oh, look, it's drooping down, and then you come all the way to the back and you pinch it, and it breaks, and then you're done. So you kind of want to try to avoid that as much as possible. So it do be what it is, though. A few pieces of ABS filament. ABS filament can work. Personally, I would use nylon. What I would do personally is get the, do what Prusa uses. Prusa uses like a 3mm piece of nylon for their umbilical kind of management, or whatever you want to call it. So just get like a 3mm piece of like nylon filament. I wouldn't use ABS. ABS might get a little too droopy in the heat of a print volume. Yeah. GA6. I wouldn't use glass filled. I wouldn't use any filled filament for that kind of work, personally. I mean, if you want to give it a try, and if it works, it works. I'm not gonna. If it works, it works. It's one of those things. If it works, it works. Don't say no if it works. But it is something you may want to keep an eye on. And the reason I wouldn't use filled is just for that might be a little too stiff and brittle. You want more flexibility, essentially. Wait, no, this is gonna go on top. This is gonna go on top. It's gonna go underneath. There we go. Oh, nope, I have this the wrong way around. Well, that's not stupid if it works. That's kind of one of the funny things with 3D printing. There is so much like tribal, I can't remember who used the term first, but there's like so much like tribal knowledge in 3D printing where it's like, we do it this way because that's how we've always done it. And we just keep doing it that way because we've always done it that way. And it worked for one guy who then made a YouTube post or a YouTube video about it in 2016, or made a post on like our rep rap or something, and everyone just keeps doing it. It's like the whole, you know, for a while there, everyone was like, oh, you should run your beds at like a PWM of like this much wattage per inch. That was all based because of like a Duet recommendation on like the Duet disc help guide or something like years ago. And everyone just kept doing it because, you know, Voron picked up that idea. Well, if Duet says that's how you should do it, then they probably know a bit more about it than us. We just build printers or design printers. We don't sell anything. We don't check any of that stuff. So it's like, maybe that's how you're supposed to do it. So we parroted that. And then because we were parroting it, other people were parroting it. And then some people looked into it and it's like, oh wait, no, actually, yeah, no, send it. You don't need to do that anymore. Like, oh, okay. I mean, it didn't hurt anything. It just, you know, had to wait a little bit longer for your bed to heat up. Okay, there we go. So that should be a decent enough umbilical. Pop you up top there just to be a little bit. There we go. Okay. So that's that. Now, over here. Oop, wow, I knocked the screen right off. Keep forgetting the screen's not held on right now because I broke it. Okay. So now we got these two guys. So let's see, how much room do I have back here? Oh, I've got miles of room, miles. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to cheat. I'm going to have to cheat here, I think. This one, I've got a Voron spec mic 6. There you go. Yeah, I think like a lot of that info was like back in the early days when it was like everyone was using PCB beds. That kind of sucked. And it's like as we got better equipment, everyone's like, we don't need to use this crappy stuff anymore. We can use better stuff. And everyone's like, oh, we can. Not this guy. Where'd the other one go? Is it under the printer? No. Did I knock it off the thing? Oh, wait. No, it's right here. Okay, there's that cable management. There's that cable management. Okay, I'm just gonna zip tie this. I think. Really don't like that I have to do this, but I think I have to. I don't think you can see what I'm doing, but you're not missing much. Because the plan is basically, I'm just gonna have this kind of go down there. Yeah. You move over here, you're in my way. Please tell me I can fit that through. It does fit through. Good. Okay, now, come on. No, get there we go. There we go. I really don't want to run the wires like this, but I really don't have an option. I have to run the wires like that. You'll see when I flip it around. Now the fun part. I don't have... What I would like is those little stick-on things. I don't think I have any out here. You know the little stick-on cable management doodads? Yeah, I don't have any. Oh, I do have the board though that I smashed. Here. So we're just gonna have to like run without it, and I'll just fiddle with it later. Okay. So this one is easy. This one, it just plugs into here. So that plugs into that. We will do cable management another day because I need to get print some stuff and whatnot for cable management. So I'm just gonna kind of shove you there for now. And then this guy, we need to attach to this guy. So this, if you don't know what this is a USB tool head board. With it being a USB tool head board, you need some sort of breakout because USB is 5 volt. V as in volt. So USB is 5 volt, and with it being 5 volt, you're not powering a heater. You're not powering the hot end with 5 volts. You need 24 volts. So this basically gives it 24 volts. So this is now USB. This plugs into, in our case, the breakout here, because this board doesn't have more than one USB port, so I have to use this little breakout board. And then this other side plugs into the power supply, so I'm gonna have to tap into that. And then, how am I gonna attach this to something? VHB, let's VHB it. VHB, VHB. Can I current to 24 in USB with data? Yeah, you can do that too. You can do that too. Maybe I could have done that with this one, but I didn't really want to bother with it. Okay, so that's that. We've taken that off. So all of this will all be nice and cable managed and look pretty at some point. But for now, we're just gonna kind of stuff it in there. Make it work first, then make it look pretty, right? Actually, I think I could just tap into these. Or wait, no, is this mains? No, these would be 24 volt, right? Yeah, this would be 24 volt. Do I want to tap into do I want to plug it into the power supply, or do I want to plug it into our little distribution board? You know what, we'll go with the distribution boards here. Oh wait, no, that's live. Nope, I can't use the distribution board here is, this distribution board is mains. Nope, don't want to do that. Don't plug it into mains. Let's tap into this then. Don't plug it into mains. Be a little smart. I don't need another spark for the intro. I need to redo that intro. I really need to redo that intro. It's horribly outdated. Okay, so you can go here. And you can go here. Yep, more volts. All the volts. How many volts do you need? Yes. I don't have this plugged in, do I? No, good. I'm asking myself if the power supply is plugged in while my hands are on the terminals. That's how we roll here. That's how we roll. No. You go in there. You go there. You go in. There we go. You're good. You're good. So that's V negative, and this will be V positive. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing. Look, there you go. You can now somewhat see what I'm doing. There we go. Always give it a tug test, make sure it's good. Okay, there we go. Okay. So I believe now I can fire it up. I believe now we can fire this up. I'm gonna put you right there. Piece of VHP. Do I have VHP up here, or is it in? Might be inside. Nope. Great. Tug test. Always give it a tug test. Anytime. Oop, don't drop it. Anytime you connect wires in a terminal or you crimp on a spade connector, always give it a quick little tug test. Because the last thing you want to do is go through the whole process of wiring everything up, make it all look pretty. You think you're all good, and then something falls apart, and then you have a loose wire or a loose connection, or it sparks, or it breaks, and you don't know what's going on, or you hurt yourself, or you break something and it's gone, and you're like, what did I do? And you don't know. Because, you know, that one connector you crimped 3 hours ago happens to still be loose. Okay. Should I VHP that to the power supply? Probably not, but I am. I'm just gonna have to, like, whatever, that'll work. Okay, so that goes like that. That goes like that. This will all, oh my God. How did I twist wires? I mean, I could just unplug it, it's USB. There we go. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Voila! C'est magnifique. C'est bon. C'est bon. Okay. We got to fix this too, but this will be more gloop. Powered up. We're gonna power it up. Okay. Off. Plug the power in. Okay. Sanity check. I am missing the. Oh, there's a bit of a gap there. I don't like that gap. Why is there a gap there? Well, I guess there's gonna be a gap there. Why aren't you? 1 second here. Got the stupid screws blocking the way. Really? Really? Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. So that should be that. That should be that. That's all there. Everything's plugged in there. You're right there. You have a little cutout there. Okay, I think I can power this up, and I think we shouldn't get a spark. I think we're okay. So powered up, and then we got to go through and reconfigure the tool head and the cartographer for USB. Reset up the tool head commands, so just copy and paste all that. And then recalibrate the cartographer because it's basically fresh. 3, 2, 1, contact. Okay, there we go. The light on the power supply didn't turn on right away. There was a little. Okay. Yeah, I wish I knew. I think I threw it out. They have like this cover. Oh, actually, I might have. Ooh, maybe in here. In my box of forgotten parts. Maybe I see. No, I don't think I saved the cover from that. I don't get it. Face only. Okay. Unable to get printer to start. No shit. Okay. So now, let's see here. Printers, Seawar Quad XY. Okay. Did you guys use? I used whatever came with the kit. Simple as that. Whatever came with the kit is what I'm using. I think I typed that wrong. Did I type BQ right? BIQQ. There we go. We're in. We're in. We've hacked the Gibson. Speaking of hacking the Gibson, completely weird tangent. You guys see the drama with MKHB? Marquez Brownlee? You guys see the drama going on with that right now? With his latest video? Okay, so we got the cartographer and we got the Klipper RP2040. But we're not seeing, oh, that's USB. Yeah, because that wouldn't be USB, that's UART. So yeah, so we're seeing both boards. What drama? His speeding. Yeah, okay. So for those that don't know, MKHB is a very safe reviewer. He doesn't really do like sponsored reviews often, if ever. Very safe. His content's very safe. And then today he put out a video that the whole 10-minute, I guess if you install the app, there's an add-on that you can install, like a browser add-on that will automatically block out sponsored sections of YouTube videos. So you know how like a lot of videos you have that sponsor read section, it'll block it out, and it like blocked out the entire video because the entire video is basically a DJI ad. And in the video, he speeds 96 miles per hour in a kid's zone where the speed limit's 35. It's like, you go from being like the not taking a stance, like completely like uninfluenced reviews, not taking a bag, to taking a bag and speeding all in one video. It's like, what? Yeah, speeding 96 in a Ferrari in a school zone. I don't know if it was a school zone or just like a kid zone. You know how you see the signs for like kids walking slow. But yeah, that was yesterday or today's video. It's like, okay, okay. I hope the bag was worth it. I really hope the bag was worth it. Yeah. Here, 1 second. Let me find it. Let me find it. Yeah. So they blurred the speedometer, which is the funny thing to do. Whenever you speed on a YouTube video, what you do, you just blur your speedometer, nobody sees. But there's a screen on the other side that shows the 91. It goes up to 96, and it's a kid zone. It's a kid zone. In Canada, that's an automatic license suspension of like 2 weeks, I believe, and vehicle impoundment. So either way, he was speeding in a suburban area, and it's like all on a video that was entirely paid for by DJI. It's like, great, it looks great. I swear it's like, is this year the year of like the wholesome YouTubers coming out as like, nope, they're just in it for the bag, Mr. Beast, and now this. It's like, oh, okay. And Bamboo on some bigger channels. Yeah, Corridor Digital had a video sponsored by them. It'll be interesting next year. It'll be interesting next year with like, I'm not American. I don't know if you can tell. But with like the tariffs and the trade wars and whatnot that might come in next year with the new administration down south, it might be a little interesting. It might be a little interesting. Okay, so we got both of these. I think we have to flash the cartographer. Do we have to flash the cartographer? I think we have to flash the cartographer, because I'm pretty sure this is the tool head board. I'm assuming that's the tool head board. And that's, this is obviously the cartographer. So this is the tool head board. So the Nighthawk's in RP 2042? 2040 TOO, I guess. Okay. So let's see here. LDO Nighthawk. Carto is done. Okay, so the cartographer is done. Just normally it says Klipper. Normally, like, what? Wrong button. Normally you would say like Klipper, but yeah. Okay, so let's find here. Firmware setup, compiling firmware, installing. No, I want the Klipper config. Nighthawk SB. Okay. So get rid of all this. We're going to copy all this. We're going to go over here, machine. So we are going to create a new file, and we're going to call this nighthawk.cfg. Okay. So in the Nighthawk, everything goes in the Nighthawk. Okay. And then this right here is this guy. Control copy. There we go. So that's the Nighthawk board. Save. Just save it. I'm not going to restart now. Now we go into the printer.cfg. Okay, now this is going to be the fun part. I have two ways to do this. I like doing it this way, yeah. I much prefer having the toolhead board in its own thing. So I'm just gonna remove all the toolhead board stuff out of this config, and we're just gonna move it all to the Nighthawk config. So that, make sure I didn't. Yeah, so that's, yeah, this is all gone. So that's all gone. Temperature sensors, EBB, BTT. Okay, this guy's gone. Y, Z, extruder. Okay. So we're going to copy the entire extruder motor section. Copy, delete. Notepad. And I'll just put that there just so we have a reference, just in case I need these again for, like, I'm gonna have to copy over like all the stuff and whatnot. Revise, this is a Nighthawk SB, so it's the standard one. Idle, timeout. Okay, so we don't need to worry about the heated bed stuff. As if Canada, oh yeah, Canada's not doing good right now either. Canada's like Australia, we're kind of screwed by, okay, so I should have serial here, right? So this will be, so this I just write serial, and then put this in here. Okay. Because I don't have CAN bus. Speed 40. I'm going to leave all this alone. Okay. I'll leave the 8XL stuff. Sure, why not? Cut that spicy driving. Oh, they did cut it out? Yeah, every comment on that video was calling him out. Like, dude really screwed up with that. Like, as a content creator, he really dropped the ball on that. Here's a simple thing. If you're Marquez Brownlee and you can buy a $250,000 camera, you can afford to rent a track if you want to do Hoonin stuff like that. Okay, I think all this can stay. That can all stay. Generic fan tool head board. I don't have this, so get rid of that. Oh wait, no. Yeah, no, this is good. Anything with EBB, I got to get rid of essentially. Generic fan 3. So this is part cooling blower. No, get rid of that. Generic fan 2, generic fan 3, that's fine. Macros. Okay, this is all got to go bye-bye. This I can, actually this I'll just carry over. This will carry over. Hot end RGB and this one, just this. So delete that. Put that in here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Pixel stuff. Homing override. Set tilt. I don't think I need to worry about any of that. I think we're good. G-code macro pause, print, sample data. Okay, so Control F, EVB. Get rid of that. Next. Okay, so what is this? X-axis end stop pin. So this is now no longer that. So the end stop pin is on the Nighthawk. What is the pin out? It is GPIO 13. So this is now NHK, GPIO 13, I believe, right? That's 13, yep. So that's that. Anything else with EBB? Yeah, hot end fan. Why did they do that? I don't like the way they did the fans. Why are you putting your fans in the fan section? Like, I know why they put the fans in the fan section, but no. Your hot end, well, okay, yeah, I guess it makes sense if it's all one config, because they didn't break it out, but we're gonna move that into there. Okay, skirt fan, so any more EBB stuff? Okay, no more EBB stuff. Okay, so we removed all the EBB stuff. So now, close that. Machine. Oh God, I am not gonna hit update anytime soon. So we go to NHK, Nighthawk. Okay, so the Nighthawk is this. So end stops, I don't really think I need these end stops because I think it's called out over there. So these I can delete. Extruder, okay, so here's all the extruder stuff. So the enable pins and all that I can leave, but I do want to have so step pins, those can all step pin, direction pin, enable pin, full steps for rotation. Okay, so copy all this over. Because step, direction, enable, and then the sensors. So copy all of this. Okay. So sensor and heater pin, I could probably get rid of. Sensor pin is this. Sensor pin, I don't think there's a pull-up resistor. Heater pin, where's the heater? Heater pin, get rid of that. Okay, so TMC, sense resistor, that. Run current, we are gonna run this at 0.05. 0.5, and we're going to enable that. Do you take a glimpse of the hard case config file? Last time I did, I almost cried. How beautiful. Yeah, everyone, here's the thing, like, if you're getting into doing this fresh, I highly recommend you kind of follow an example guide, HeartK guide, or something like that. I kind of, because I've been sensor, did I remove sensor type? What is the, well, the example config would have a sensor type in it if I needed it. Sensor pin. Oh wait, yeah, you're right. Sensor type, max 32. Shouldn't it be like a, okay, max 31865. Shouldn't it be NTC 1000? It's an NTC 1000. Shouldn't it be MTC, or is it, should it be max 31860? Okay, I guess. I didn't check the first month, but the Nighthawk SV thermistor support is actually 47, not 2200. I'm using whatever is the stock one. Hot end thermistor uses 2.2k ohm. If it says it uses 2.2, I'm going to use 2.2. Remember, this board, I had this in a machine working with the default config, just like adjusted. So the default stuff should be fine. Yeah, PT1000. Yeah, because I have a PT1000, so I'm just going to put PT1000 here. PT1000. Right? Yeah. Okay. The extruder, I can leave the extruder stuff alone. Okay, fans. So this is a part cooling fan. I will leave these alone too. I'm gonna add this in here. I don't know if this matters, but I'm gonna add this in. Verify extruder. Okay, fans. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the fan stuff alone. Fan and hot end fan, I'm gonna leave those alone. Probe, I don't think we don't have a probe on this, so I can delete that. Lights. Okay, so here are the lights. So chain count 3 GRBW. Okay, so we'll just copy this and do that. There we go. Okay, accelerometer is in there. Okay. And then thermistors, generic sensor. There we go. Chamber tool head, thermistor that. I don't know. Okay, I think I don't have a chamber thermistor plugged in, so I'm gonna comment this one out. I think this is the onboard one, or that's just a. Yeah, this is the specs for that. Okay, so save, close that. Go to printer.cfg, include mainsail.cfg, include nhk.cfg. I think I just screwed up because, one second here, save, close. What do we even call, what are these pins in here? Oh, they do call it NHK. Okay, we're good. Okay, save and restart. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Unknown chip name cartographer. Line 61, 62, 63. Still have EBB CAN bus stuff. Okay, one second here. Line 61. Oh, was that in the Nighthawk? Oh, I see right there. Yep. Get rid of this. Don't need that. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of all this because I'm going to have to redo the PID tune. Save and restart. Okay, what are we getting here? What are we getting? Unknown pin chip name cartographer. Where is... Carto. There's cartographer. Cartographer. CS pin. Okay. Unknown chip name cartographer. We have an ADXL on the tool head, so I'm just gonna go with the tool head one and ignore that one. Okay, save and restart. Nope, still getting an error. Option pro points in section residence tester must be specified. It's probably in this residence tester. Yeah, I need the pro points. Okay. Save and restart. Still getting an error. G-code command M106. M106. No, M106. Okay, is already registered. Where is it registered? M106. Data sample. There's a lot of M106s. What the heck's going on here? G-code macro M106. Okay. What is this error? What is this error? G-code command M106 is already registered. I know it is, but where else would it be? M106. I shouldn't have an additional one. So why are you now throwing an error with M106 being already registered? What is G-code macro M106? Set fan parameter, fan speed. And then we have a bunch of other M106s down here. Default Klipper command. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what it's complaining about. Okay, it probably has something to do with the original one here. If set fan params that string if. Okay, what if I get rid of the macro? If I get rid of this macro. Save and restart. Nope, nope, still getting an error. Unknown temperature sensor PT1000. Okay, so what's the default Nighthawk heater pin GPIO 9? What? We have the heater pin. Heater pin right here. What was the error it's giving me? PT1000. What is the default Nighthawk? Maybe it's got to be PT1000. Oh. Printer is not ready. The host is attempting to connect. Okay. No chamber. How do you do the rename thing? Because honestly, I'd rather have. I got G-code macro. Yeah, because this renames it. So this is taking M106 and adding a bunch of extra stuff to it. So how would I don't even know what this does. Like they didn't. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it alone. Whatever. Attempting to reconnect here. You know what? We'll do. It's been a bit. Shut down. We'll do a actual. Shut down. Count to 10, class. 1, 2, 10. Did I add the Nighthawk serial ID? I did. Pretty sure I did. Find out in a second. I'm pretty sure I did. No, well, how do I know what? The chamber temperature? I just put a thermistor in here. Like I just put like just like one of the little standing temperature reader things in there. I literally just took one of these and just put in the chamber in the back and it got up to like the mid 60s. You don't really need to actively monitor your chamber temperature most of the time. It's just kind of like, throw this in your printer once, do like an 8-hour print and just kind of see what temperature your chamber stabilize at. And then it should just always be roughly that temperature. Like you shouldn't have to like be actively monitoring your chamber temperature, especially if you're like, like me, this machine's gonna be an ABS and ASA machine. So it's always gonna be hot. Check Discord for that thing. Okay, 1 second here. Discord. Ooh, somebody shared a pizza. Oh, I see. Okay. So it's working. So we go here. Printer.cfg, Control F, M106. So delete that, delete. Oop, nope. Delete, 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 delete. Okay. So now we add G-code macro. Rename existing. Save and restart. And we are alive. It's alive. It's alive. Okay. Home all? Okay. just send it. Do I have to recalibrate the cartographer? I probably should, right? I probably should recalibrate the cartographer. I gotta redo the PID for the bed, or for the hot end. Recalibrate the cartographer. That should be it. Recalibrate everything at this point. Yeah, good point. Okay, let's do. I'm gonna do the hot end first because I gotta get all the filament off of it. So we'll do the hot end first. What is the PID tune for Klipper? PID. You think I would remember how, like, considering how many times I run PID tunes, I would remember the command. 250 degrees. Go, PID, go! Now we're pitting. I don't want to put the panels on yet, simply for the fact that I have to do a whole bunch of cable management and whatnot, and get some stuff printed and whatnot. So we'll do that later. We'll see. Set it up for touch. Okay, can somebody link me a Discord guide on how to set up cartographer for touch? I will do that. Yeah, I'm going to put touch on it. Can someone... Is the cart set up as an MCU? It should be set up as an MCU, I believe. Simply for the fact that it's talking to the... It's got its own MCU. For touch, you need to... I flashed whatever I was told to flash on it the other day. It has the newest firmware. If he's 5.0, he's good. I have USB 4. This is what I have installed. I have V4, not touch. Okay. How do I set up that? What do I think of Crooked Crow? What is Crooked Crow again? Crooked Crow. What is Crooked Crow? 3D printing? What is... Oh, the angle thing. Oh yeah, I did a video on that. I'm horrible with names. It's cool. It's definitely like a niche thing. It's cool though. Swapping is a whole stream. Okay, then we're not gonna fiddle with that. We're not gonna fiddle with that. We're not gonna fiddle with that if it's a whole stream. Maybe we'll fiddle with this on Friday. I think we'll get it up and running. I just really want to make sure this printer is actually functional before we start diving into all this other kind of crap. No offense, but I really just want to get this working, and then we'll fiddle. So if we can get this working, maybe Friday we'll put touch on it, and we'll see how that goes. Yeah. It's not too complex to change it. I really just want to get it working first before. I don't want to go changing too much. I hope you understand that. I just want to get this working. I just want to get it up, get it working, make sure everything's good, and then we'll go and fiddle with it later. From some, let's be honest, I don't know. Physec has not been. No, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. They reached out. They're like, "Do you want to build a 600 V2?" And I'm like, not really. I don't have room for a 600 V2. Let's see, where's the message they sent me? Oh, they haven't replied. They messaged me like, "Hey, how are you? We got a Voron 600 coming. Are you interested?" And I'm like, "Do you have any information about it?" And they haven't replied. Okay, save config. There we go. Yeah, it's a 600 V2. I don't know anything about it. They have videos of it on their YouTube channel, like they stream building one. It's basically just, from what I could tell, it's just a normal V2 with like 40/40 frame for the exterior frame. It's just a beefier V2, but it's not a Phoenix. It's like, why would just go to the Phoenix? Hopefully by the end of this year. I don't know when Phoenix is coming out. I don't know. I'm not really involved with that. Okay, home all. Okay, is that tilt? .001. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, 0.001795. If you can rebuild your printer, okay, strip it down, replace the toolhead board, rebuild it, flash the probe, take off the probe, remount the probe, flash it to USB, put it all back together, and then in one probe cycle, get your Z flat within 0.001795 millimeter. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So here's the question. Let's go to the middle. It homes with authority. This thing homes with authority. I'm just gonna check my Z offset really quick here. Okay, so no, wrong way. Down. Okay. My Z's good. Z offset's good. We could print. Let me load. Do I have black ABS? Let me load some black ABS. Is this ABS? What are you? Who are you? What are you? Unlabeled black filament. That's, I don't trust that. Actually, let's do this. Let's do this. Because why not? Why not? You want to have some fun? Let's have some fun. Let's print with some PET graphene. Why not? Do I have a hardened nozzle in that? I do. I do have a hardened nozzle. Okay. Okay. 240. Let's print with this. Why? Why not? I don't know. Okay. Also, this way I don't have to put the panels on. So when I print the cover. Where did I put my super special stand? Here we go. The best filament holder in the world. ABS or ASA? PET. It's just a cover. Why not? Is that the stock? No, this is a 0.4 nozzle. I swapped it to a 0.4 nozzle. It is a hardened 0.4 nozzle as well. All my machines, at some point, at one point, I was like, I'm going to swap my machines around so that, you know, the bigger machines have 0.6s, the smaller machines have and then, you know what I ended up doing? I just put everything back to 0.4 because it just, everything kind of just works and oop, what's going on here? Oh, that's a little, that doesn't want to load. 1 second here. Oh, I broke it. Oh, shoot. Is this filament brittle? Oh. This filament might be a little on the brittle side, or at least the end of it might be. You know, sometimes filament, like the, after you pull filament out of a machine, like the last little bit is brittle. I think that's kind of what happened here. Also, I have no idea how the, if the extruder is going the right way or not. Okay, there's that. Extrude 5 millimeters at. Oh, we're going the right way too. Heck yeah. Okay. So I got to purge out all that. We're on design. Oh wait, no, I don't need that. I can just do this. We're on V2. Okay. So let's pull this up. So prepare. Control A, delete. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? We're on V2. STLs. Gantry. Oh wait, no. Where it'd be under? Oh, it's under clockwork, right? Downloads. Self burner. There we go. STLs. Clockwork 2. Cable door for PCB. There we go. This is what we need to print. Okay. So, we pull this up here. Oh, wrong button, wrong button. There we go. Okay. Turn that hot end off. Hot, hot. Come on, come on. There you go. Oh, I got a feeling it's a little wet, but whatever. There we go. Okay, how hot do I print this stuff anyways? So this is PET with graphene in it. That's supposed to make it print faster. What is this? 230 on the nozzle, 65 on the bed. And 30% fan. So we'll print it with my ABS profile. Support. Other. I do want skirts. I do want a skirt. Okay. Strength 4 on spec. Okay. I do want. So what did I say on the nozzle? How much on the nozzle? We got. So 230 on the nozzle, 70 on the bed. We'll go with that. So 230 on the nozzle and 70 on the bed. Okay. And we'll just do a one-off. Okay. Export G-code, save, because I don't have this configured yet. Upload and print. See how this goes. Should be a 25-minute print. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. Graphene, dude, run a filter. That stuff is serious. Well, the graphene's in the filament. I'm not breathing the filament. I'm not eating the filament. The graphene is, it'd be like, graphene is also, well, graphite is in pencil lead. Nobody wears a mask when they use a pencil. This is in the filament. I'm not aerosolizing the filament. BTT HDMI 5 for €32. Is that a good price? I have no idea. I personally go really cheap on any money that I would spend on a screen for a printer, I'd rather put that towards something for the printer to make it function better, but that's just me. But to be fair, really any touchscreen will work with Klipper. If it's a Raspberry compatible touchscreen, it'll work with Klipper for the most part. I'm going to try and fix my screen now. And by fix it, mean I'm going to gloop it back together. And I'm probably going to forget that I had to gloop it back together. And then at some point I will, oop, I just spilled gloop on this touchscreen itself. Hopefully that doesn't do anything. Is gloop a bad thing for touchscreen? Will that affect it? I should probably not be touching this with my hands. Do as I say, not as I do. Do as I say, not as I do. There we go. There we go. Now we wait. A big smudge of gloop on the screen. Ah. Oh well. Bed's heated up. Okay, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. I'll take what I get. And then we got to print some. Does anyone have a link to, you know, those little stick-on, those little, they have VHB on the back and they stick on and you put zip ties through. Does anyone have a link to a printed version of that? And if you do, can you post it in the Discord? I'm going to print a bunch of them because I need them for this. Graphene is easily liberated from plastic matrices and normal. Okay. This is going to sound horrible the way I say it, but back in the old days, I used to be in the army and I ran around with a C9 and the spare barrel bag was filled with asbestos. And we just carried that everywhere. And then we would, you know, hold it with our hands. So, like, yes, I know there's a lot of bad stuff out there, but I am so overexposed to, like, stuff that's probably way worse for you that I just kind of, it's not that I don't care. It's just that, like, I smoked for a decade. I smoked, where? What the frickety frick was all that? The value fan 0 is not valid for fan. What? The value fan 0 is not valid. Oh God, no. Please tell me they don't have a bunch of macro crap in their start stop script. Machine G code. No? Ah, what is all this? Okay. Don't tell me I broke a macro. Oh, freaking hell. Okay. What do they call it? What do they call it? Fan? It's just fan. And heater fan. I didn't change anything. Did I change anything? Save? I changed anything. The value fan 0 is not value for fan. Fan 0. So if I just delete that, because it's just fan, it's not fan 0, it's just fan. Okay, save and restart. No, because, okay, so originally we moved some of the fans from the tool head board or the, oh wow, this is not sticking to the bed at all. Do I have? It's on the bed. There we go. We moved some of the fans around, and that caused a rename, so we should be okay now. Should be okay now. Dashboard. Try printing this again. Print. Remove. Yeah, because fan 0 is supposed to be the hot end fan, which it's still there, but the macros call it fan 0. When the Nighthawk and the Nighthawk like default config, normally in most default configs, it's just fan, not fan 0. So, yeah, we'll find out. I probably should have checked the fans. I know the hot end fan works. I probably should have checked the part cooling fan to make sure that works. I'm assuming it works. I don't know why it wouldn't. Yeah, the Vegemite stuff's good. I like it. What the trick is, when you go to like a Rep Rap Fest, if they have a booth there, go grab a bunch of the samples. That's what I did. I'm just talking to the guy. As I'm talking to the guy there, I'm like, oh yeah, you know, yeah, you guys make good stuff, right? Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, it's really good stuff. Oh yeah, oh, another sample. Okay, I'll take that. No, I only took like 1 or 2. Ooh, it came with a brush. I didn't even know that. How do I open this? Oh, it's got a little thingy here. Pull. I'm trying to pull, but the tab won't open. There you go. How do I open this? Is this 2 separate things or just... No, it's just 1. Yeah. How are you supposed to open this? There we go. A little acid edge brush. Oh, here we go. Oh, it is hot. And by hot, I mean it is bubbling. And by bubbling, I mean it's wet as shit. This has been sitting on a shelf in my garage for the past... Oh, no, what are you doing? Value fan is not valid for fan. Okay, what is going on here? What is going on here? Value fan is not... Okay, you know what? You want to do it this way? You want to do it this way? I gotta find all the fans. Like, okay, here we go. Fan, generic fan 2, generic fan 3. Where are the macros? Fan, set fan plus fan. Yeah, like it's some stupid startup macro they have. Print start. It's something in the print start macro that's being funky. Start. Draw lines. What is this draw lines macro? Print start. Okay. So print start, mesh clear, G28, home all accesses, Z tilt. Load that. That. Print end. The fan is just the name fan. But it's just fan. It's everything, every other thing else I use, I just call it fan. Why is it doing this? Your rename code for has M, I'm not sure, that should be M99106. Value fan 0 is not a value valid for fan. Where is fan 0 at? Fan 0. There is no fan 0. Fan 0. Okay, that's the only instance of fan 0 is right there. Is there a macro? There's no macro. Nothing there. Anyone see? I don't see a fan in the start G code there. 106 macro. I don't think the 106. Fan equal fan. It's just fan. You know what? I'll call it fan 0. Like, okay, now I gotta find all my everything that just is. Well, no, that's the problem. Oh my God, what is? Okay, you want to be fan 0, fan 0. I don't think it would need a designation. Remove the macro. What macro? Like M107 turns fan off. I don't think you need this. But this is print N. I'm trying to. It's part cooling. Yeah, let's. Okay, you know what? Don't save. Don't save. Let's just make sure the part cooling fan works. So, fan. That's not working. That's not the part cooling fan. Oh, shoot. Did I break something? Hot end fan, skirt fan, neopixels. Bloody hell. So this is fan, and this is hot end fan. So hot end fan is working. Fan is just fan. Part cooling fan. Yeah, fan is just part. Oh, do they have like a... Oh man, is this macro bullshit? This is macro bullshit. I hate macro bullshit. Let's see here. The thing is, I don't know if fan 0 was the part cooling fan originally. Seabore Trident. Okay, where is your... Oh, wait. Let's do this. Go and close this. Please open a view printer. Okay. Configure. .cfg. So this is the all-wheel drive 300 with, I don't know which drivers this has, but I don't think it matters. Okay. So, fan 0. Okay, so fan generic. The following fans are only applied when using Orca Slicer. So, this is part cooling blower. So this is fan 0. Okay, so fan 0 is part cooling fan. Okay. So, if we go here, and we call this fan 0, just to make it happy. Okay, so we save that. Okay, so part cooling fan is fan 0. Then we go into the printer area, and now we have to find anywhere where it was supposed to be fan 0 in macros. So this would be fan 0 there. So set speed, set fan speed, set. So this, so fan 0 there, fan 0 there. Yeah, okay. So this be fan 0. Oop, oh, what did I do? Okay, next. And fan 0. Okay. I think that should be it. Because in this, fan 0 is the part cooling fan. Fan generic. Fan 0 is part cooling fan. Okay. So now, did it not save the config? Did it not save the config? No, save and restart. Okay, there we go. Fan 0 is not a valid config section. How about I rip this out of here? How about we just rip this out? Okay, so copy. So delete this. Delete the fan section completely. Okay. And then, so just to be safe, just so I have that there. Okay, so now fan generic, and that's, so under fan, what? Oh, this is, let's see, I'm trying to, I'm seeing chat, I'm just trying to follow. Okay. Okay, so there's that. So that's actually now, so fan 0 is my part cooling fan. So this is this part cooling fan. Okay. So that's the part cooling fan. Okay. Now we have hot end fan. So which one's the hot end fan? Skirt, driver cooling, auxiliary, fume pack. Here. Generic fan 2. Where would be controller driver fan, skirt fan, hot end fan? There we go. Skirt fan, hot end fan. Okay. Hot end. Oh wait, no, this is the hot end fan. Okay, so the hot end fan would be GPIO 5. There we go. I don't know why. Save and restart. Missing the opening bracket for the heater fan. Oop, 1 second here. Oh, sorry. Where is it? Fan. There. Okay, let's see here. Error 106. What are you doing? Why are you bitching about that now? Okay, maybe because I moved the fans over, I don't have to rename it. There we go. Okay. So I pulled the fans out of the Nighthawk section and added them to this. So hopefully now we should be okay. We already fixed it. We already fixed the bracket. It's funny, you can tell who's watching the stream with a bit more delay than everyone else. Remember, on YouTube, if you pause a live stream and then you resume it, you're now delayed. Twitch, you automatically jump up to the current. That's why I like streaming on YouTube. One of the reasons is you can pause a live stream on YouTube and then you can speed it up to catch up. Whereas on Twitch, if you're like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom, and you pause the stream, when you come back, you just immediately come back to it live. You can't like pause live on Twitch. Thank you. We appreciate the business. Vision Miner does a lot of stuff, don't they? YouTube lets you try and pro? Yeah. So if you miss a stream, you come in late, what you can do is you can start from the beginning and watch it at like 2x speed until you catch up to the live, and then you can watch it at normal speed. I'm really hoping I can clean that off. Do I have... Actually, I probably shouldn't do it when it's on. Touch it with a wet wipe, but... Okay, let's see. What is it? What time is it? It's 4:20 right now. Nice. Time dilation. Gotta go faster. Will this ever get fixed? I don't know. We'll find out soon. Find out soon. All I know is that is a really tight bend on that filament. I'm gonna have to fix that. Go. You can hear it snapping. You can hear it popping. Okay, let's see. Behave. There we go. Now it's printing. And the first layer is pretty good too. There we go. It's alive! It's alive! What would happen if I plug this in right now? Just a little bit. The channel was only benchies and your first print isn't a benchy. Well, because I'm printing a replacement part. Although that's a big old blob right there already. Yeah, we'll see. I got a feeling this filament's really wet. I got a feeling this filament needs some time in the dryer. We'll see. We'll see. Channel's not only benchy. Only benchy's just like a motto. It's a catchphrase. Quite silent. It's not bad. It's a lot of belt noise. That's the thing. You can have quiet drivers and quiet motors on a printer. The problem is the moment you start slinging around some mass at high speed, you're going to get noise. There's going to be belt noise. This has a lot of bearings in it. There's going to be a lot of belt and bearing noise on a machine like this. CNC all-wheel drive as a mod for a current try. Is it worth it, and does the frame need to be cut? Is it worth it? I don't know. I haven't been able to get this machine fully operational yet, so I can't really comment on is it worth it. And two, do you need to cut the frame? Again, I don't know. This kit came all done. I don't think you need to cut the frame. You might have to cut like the back extrusion. Yeah. The screen mount break in the same crack or a new one? In the same area. It's basically, the problem is, if I pick up the printer from the front, this pushes into your belly and it just snaps. So you kind of have to like pick up this printer from the side. Oh yeah, this is wet filament. Oh well, whatever. Just a cover. 2.4 is loud. Oh dude, my 2.4 over there that I've been using to, hey look, I can finally print parts on it. I'm finally getting, you know, the purple parts for the V2 build coming up. That thing's dead quiet when it's running. How are things going? Things are going good. Things are going pretty good. We got Smurf coming up in like 3 weeks. When's the Starship launch? I might stream that next week. I think what is it next? Is it the 18th or the 19th that the Starship launches? Is it Monday or Tuesday? I might try and stream it. Or actually, no. Next week is morning streams, so the 18th. So that's Monday, yeah. We'll see. I might be able to. If not, Let's see. What do we got here? What do we got here? Nighthawk temp. See, the Nighthawk's only 50, but this isn't enclosed. Am I going to Smurf as a Smurf? No. I'm going as a real human being. Just like that song. Hey, Nomad. Though I will say I gotta get some sponsor stuff lined up for it, hopefully soon. Gots to get the paid. Yeah, put some foam in those. They're not holding, but they'll hold enough. You don't need to apologize for typo. A real human being. Yep. I have no idea what that comment means, Carrie. Does this one make more noise? It's going to make more noise than a default Trident, a stock Trident, simply for the fact that it does have 4 motors. So it's going to be louder. It is. It's going to be louder. It is what it is. It do be one of those things. It do be one of those things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, for Nomad. Are we going to see a big bamboo announcement at Surf? Maybe, I don't know. They do. If they don't, they don't. Between the, it's going to be really interesting in the next year for them. Between the, if the tariffs go through the way that was advertised, then it's gonna be, they're not gonna be in a good spot next year. What? Locking. Oh. Slide it. There we go. There. Oh shoot, that's why. Like, why won't this fit in? It's because I'm completely installed. Go. This has to go under those. Hopefully I didn't break anything. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. There we go. You have to go under that. There we go. Come on, get in there. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's all going to depend how protectionist the U.S. gets over the next year. There we go. There we go. Second, I can't. I'm sure you're having fun, chat, but I cannot see you right now. I'm trying to put panels on. There we go. Okay, let's see. Have died down in popularity with all the other AMS. You know what's funny? I have a video on my channel. How to fix your Bamboo's bed sensor wire. I've got 2. I got how to replace it, And then I also have like the quick jury rig way to fix it. It has been funny watching that video steadily get more popular. I'm not saying early bamboos are starting to run into problems requiring fixing, but my video on how to fix bamboos is getting steadily more popular right now. So they are 2+ years old now. So those that bought the early adopter tax, I feel like popular. The competition has caught up. When bamboos first came out, like, they're still good machines. I'm not saying they're bad machines. It's just they used to stand out a lot more. Like, the big reason they stand out now, you know, they work. Like, yeah, you can buy Creality's version of a bamboo, or Cheaty's version of a bamboo, or, you know, anyone else's current copy of a bamboo, or at least their iteration of that form factor. But it's just their iteration of the form factor. Why buy the diet version when you can buy the original, right? The X1 is smaller in person. The X1 is roughly the same as a Boron of the same size. Like, I know you can't see, but I've got an X1 and then I got a V1.8 that's the same print volume. They are roughly the same size machine-wise. The X1 has the advantage in space efficiency simply for the fact that it's stamped sheet metal instead of aluminum extrusions. So, still pretty big outside of the Oh yeah, they're bamboo is literally, they've captured the I want to get into 3D printing and I don't know anything about 3D printing market. They're stealing that away from Creality, which they deserve. Creality sat on their laurels for way too long and let the market change on them. So it is what it is. News of Replitech. What's up with Replitech? Oh, I guess that's what's up with Replitech. I haven't shopped with them for a while. I haven't heard from them in a while, so I guess they shut down. They're a small operation, so it is what it is. Creality K2 aside from MBR being... I wouldn't call MBR a shill. MBR, he's kind of like me. They just kind of... I don't think he's a Creality shill. Because, again, I'm in the same content creator sphere. I get the same emails he does. I wouldn't call him a shill. I could just see, you know, the most you could say is he likes to push alternatives to mainstream stuff. I don't know. I wouldn't call him a shill, though. A shill implies, like, there's a difference between somebody having a preference for a certain, like, for me. You guys know, I recommend the bamboo machines a lot. You watch the show, you know that. But I personally have a bias against the company itself and some of the decisions they make and the design considerations they make and the way they want things done. I don't agree with that. That's my bias. Everyone has a bias, right? Like anyone who's a content creator, no matter how much you try, you will always have a bias. For example, if my channel was primarily a review channel, okay? Every review I would do, it'd be constantly sitting in the back of my head, oh, hey, if I don't give this company a good review, will they send me their next product? I was not too kind to the FL Sun S1. I'm pointing at it, it's under my bench over here. I wasn't too kind to the FL Sun S1. They never contacted me since then. I wasn't the biggest happiness of the last two Cheaty machines. They never contacted me about the new one. Like, it is what it is. Bamboo, well, okay, to be fair, Bamboo did send me an email a little while ago, but I think it was from an ad agency representing Bamboo, not Bamboo themselves. But Bamboo don't talk to me no more. I really don't like how quick they are to kick people out of their affiliate program. That is something that Bamboo does that I'm not super happy they do. Their affiliate program you have to like apply to, and then they will kick you out if they don't like you. Simple as that. They are fully within their rights to do that. It's their affiliate program. You have no right to be on their affiliate program. But it just kind of puts a... the moment you do it, it's one of those things that opens the floodgates. It's kind of like how... so, a good... I guess you can kind of say this as an example. Okay, everyone knows what's going on in Ukraine with Russia right now, right? So, for those that don't know, the US dollar is pretty much the world currency. Okay, everyone pays for other countries' stuff using USD for the most part. Yeah, BRICS is trying to be a thing. Let's be honest, it's not going to be a thing. So everyone uses USD to buy everything. So that means a lot of countries have their foreign currency in the US, like Russia. Russia has a lot of Russian rubles in the US. And when all this went down in Ukraine, the US government like locked it. The thing is, as much as I'm on Ukraine's side in this, the US should not touch Russia's money that they're holding on to. Because it sets the precedent that if you give your money to the US, at some point, if they don't like you, they can take your money. So why would you put your money in the bank? If the bank has shown that if you get on their bad side, they'll take your money, are you really going to keep putting your money in the bank? Especially considering with recent, over the past bit, with leadership changes in the US, them honoring previous deals by previous administrations has become kind of a thing. So that's a real world example. So it's kind of like if your affiliate program, you're quick to kick people out of your affiliate program if they do something you don't like. MBR's videos on Bamboo, I wouldn't call them, and they were videos. I wouldn't call them attack videos, but they were videos. But now it's like, okay, now we know that company kicks people out of their affiliate program if they step out of line. BTC hit above 80K today. Yeah, it's all pump and dump paper money. It's all pump and dump paper money. I was honestly like, for a little bit there, I didn't know who was more annoying, the crypto bros or the AI bros. And it looks like we're back to crypto bros now. It's like how Tesla right now is like almost worth more than the entire auto industry when they can't really, they're dying as a brand. Tesla's not doing too hot as a brand, but somehow they're worth more than the rest of the auto industry combined. Explain that. It's all paper money. Remember, they want the economy to tank because when the economy tanks, all the rich people just buy up everything that becomes worth more later. It's a sale for them. Battery storage and energy trading. I mean, they're building a giant battery plant near me here for Stellantis, I think. See how that goes. Stellantis. Can you use nylon A12 filament for the parts for like a Voron? Yeah, sure, why not? Just be careful, you might have creep issues, so make sure you dry the filament properly, and you may have to anneal it. Is it nylon? Yeah, nylons have the creep issue. That's something you got to keep an eye on. Oh god, the Cybertruck. I'm sorry, I've seen it. I wouldn't drive one just for the fact that if I accidentally hit a pedestrian, you're bifurcating them. Oh, I know who Stellantis is. I'm in Windsor, Ontario, but it's an automotive town. I know who Stellantis is. I know how many cars are sitting on the Jeep slots right now when I drive by them. Crypto Ponzi scheme. Yeah, it's like NFTs. This isn't CFPET. Or no, CFPET. I don't know. PET is actually a pretty nice filament, I will say. This is definitely wet. Like, it's printing fine. It's going to be usable, and I am going to use it because I'm lazy. Why would I print it twice? Self-propelled fridge. I would call this Cybertruck more a dumpster because it actually looks like a dumpster. Charge of Space Force. He can't. As much as it's kind of weird that he's getting this close to the government, there are checks and balances in place because he owns SpaceX. He's not. You can't. He would have to step down. I mean, technically, like Jimmy Carter gave up his peanut farm to be the president. And currently you can buy a stock on the stock market called DJT. If you can't see the... Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Jimmy Carter had to give up his peanut farm to be president. You're supposed to divest from your companies when you're the president, because the president, you're not supposed to financially gain from being the president. You're not supposed to financially gain by being the president. Like, the only reason for those that don't know, the reason a president gets paid, the reason you pay your president is supposed to be, well, one, who was the one that took after FDR after he died? He closed out World War II. When he finished being the president, he basically retired to, like, no money. Because he was just, like, he didn't, Truman. Was it Truman? Yeah, pretty sure it was Truman. Correct me if I'm wrong. But when Truman left the office of the president, he was not rich. He was just like a normal dude who became the president. And then when he retired, he didn't have, like, a pension. So they, like, okay, presidents get some money. But the reason you pay your president, and they make, like, what, $250,000 a year or something like that, is because they should not, you don't want them to be tempted, essentially. It's like, if anyone here has ever gotten a security clearance, part of the things they look into is your debt. Because they want to make sure, oh, you owe a bunch of money. Oh, if you owe a bunch of money, maybe we shouldn't give you security clearance, because now you're susceptible to bribes. You're susceptible to that. So you pay your president a wage and give him like a whatchamacallit after, because you don't want, somebody going, hey, I'll give you some money if you do this for me. You don't want them to be susceptible to that. The problem is everyone who becomes a president now is already rich to begin with, because government. And this is true in pretty much every country. Yeah, it's like the stock trading. If you're in Congress, you should not be able to. That's straight up insider info. He ain't gonna. Well, he didn't divest the last time either, so. Oh, we know he's compromised. He's been compromised since he went to Russia in the 80s. Used to hate Russia, goes to Russia, comes back. Oh, I love Russia. What does this one kid say? Like, how much? Like, oh yeah, all our investments are Russia. It's super compromised. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be as bad as some people think. Simply for the fact that, why are we going into politics? If you're going to call somebody the party of the bad guys of World War II, but then you hand over power, then you really didn't think he was that bad. If you really think somebody's that bad, and then you go, well, I guess you won, here's the keys, then you can't call somebody that and then go, okay, here's the keys. If you really think they were that bad, it's like the time machine. If you had the time machine, you can go back in time and take care of that guy, the bad guy of World War II. Yes, I'm on YouTube, I can't say the word. Most people are like, okay, we'll do that. You don't go, okay, I'm going to let him do his thing. I don't think it's going to be as bad as some people think. I don't think it's going to be great. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's going to be great. I personally wish the other team won. But I don't think it's going to be that bad, because let's be honest, a lot of the people are all egotistical and they're all going to be fighting each other. I think there's going to be a lot of it's the Simpsons. You know how Mr. Burns doesn't get sick because he has all the diseases and they're all trying to get through the door at the same time? Do you really think Muskie and Trump, two massively egotistical people, are going to get along in the long term? Do you think all these people are going to get along in the long term? No, they're all going to be fighting each other. They're all egotistical people. They're all in it for themselves. And you can't work together if you're all in for yourself. That's what I'm worried about, is everything just going to shit because everyone keeps fighting. It didn't last time. Yeah, last time, the reason nothing got done last time, everyone said all this bad stuff was going to happen and then not much did, is because they couldn't get anything done in the 2 years. And then midterms happened and they lost like the House or the Senate. I can't remember which one. And then it all kind of fell apart. How's this coming along? The plan is for Vance. Yeah. Class and his own corruption. Yeah. And the problem is we got to deal with it for a bit. And for the record, my wife works for a company that they ship stuff to the States as their primary business, and I'm a YouTuber. And YouTube is an American company. Also, it's like 20 minutes away from my house as the Americans. So it's kind of like, yeah, I do kind of pay attention to that. It does affect me. Well, I know bad stuff happened last time. I'm not saying it was good. I'm just saying it could have been a lot worse. And I don't think it's going to be as bad as some people think. I think it's not going to be great. That if the tariffs come through, like, hey, he said he wants to put a 60% tariff on Chinese imports. Who here wants to pay $1,000 for $500 bamboo? That's going to happen. There'll be a lot of people. Those $99 enders ain't going to exist no more. Well, DeFinch, I'm in perspective. It was a global pandemic. People died everywhere. It was going to happen. It'd be like, well, that's the thing. If you're in a marginalized group, I'm hoping a lot of the laws don't come out because of, you know, basically ineptitude of them being able to push through laws properly. It's just the attacks from people, the normalizing of being against the marginalized communities. That's the thing I really don't like. And that's the thing I'm seeing happen online, is people straight up attacking these marginalized groups now because they got the go ahead because their team won. So. Doesn't know anything about, oh yeah, he doesn't know anything about that project. I know. Okay, so Prusa has been wanting to put a thing in the US for a while because it opens up a lot of government contracts. In the US, a lot of schools and businesses, American businesses, if you want to get government grants and loans and whatnot to purchase certain things, those things usually have requirements on what you buy. So if you're a school and you want to get a government loan to outfit your tech lab with a bunch of 3D printers, usually there's like a stipulation like, oh, the printers you buy have to be made in America. Okay, so you can't buy bamboos. They have to be made in America. Well, guess what? Prusas are now made in America. The HT90, which can print like Peak and Peck and all that fun stuff in Ultim and whatnot, that's a government contract machine. That machine exists for government contracts to buy it. That's what the market is for those machines. TH3D? A company like TH3D would be hurting like crazy because last I checked, their market is selling Chinese-made upgrades for Chinese printers. So all their prices would just go up. So a company like that would get hit hard by those kind of tariffs. But we don't know what's going to happen. He's a very transactional person, which is a horrible way to run a government. You don't run a government like a business because certain things in a government aren't supposed to be profitable. Right? Healthcare is not supposed to be profitable. Mail delivery is not supposed to be profitable. It's a service. It's not supposed to make money. It's supposed to be a service. But, you know, same with like healthcare and taking care of citizens. Oh no, we don't make money on this. Let's scrap it. I'm a businessman. That's not what you want to hear from a president or a leader of your country. Okay, hey, print's done. Filament's wet. Actually, let's go to overhead camera. Green camera, yeah. Filament's wet, but not bad. I'm actually going to dry this filament. This is actually a nice filament. Okay, it works. It works. Mountain Dew cam. Do the dew. There's a 10% price bonus. What? Trains aren't profitable. They're not supposed to be. Like, I live in Canada, in southern Ontario, and the fact that we don't have a high-speed rail line that connects Windsor, Ontario to Quebec with stops at every major city along the way blows my mind how we don't have that ability here. Like, the fact that we don't have that blows my mind. Okay, let me shut the printer off here. Shut down. Because I gotta put this on. So turn you off. Let's see here. Can I do this without having to take this out? I'm probably gonna have to take this front part off. I'm gonna have to take that front part off. We need a monorail. Didn't Shelbyville get one? I know Ogdenville got one. North Haverbrook? I think North Haverbrook has one too. Wonder how they're doing. Sometimes breaking even and still being, yeah, it's like, I wish all companies ran like Arizona Iced Tea. We make enough to cover our bills, have a little bit extra at the end of the day, and the owner makes a little bit more because, you know, I will never deny that the owner or the person who runs a company deserves good money, right? Like if you are the CEO of Google, you deserve to make good money, okay? But there's limits. In my opinion, there should be limits to how much good money you should make at the, you know, the detriment to everyone else. Yeah, so take that off. I love this now. Now that I actually have printers with these tool headboards, I love how easy it is to take the self burners off. Okay, shoot, am I gonna have to, that's gonna be annoying. 1 second here. Yeah, it's like when you hear like, oh, this, oh yeah, there was the filament behind it. When you hear like, oh, company made 300 million in profit last year, it's like, okay, well, take that 300 million and put it towards, you know, healthcare or something. I'm a big fan that, who here, you know, everyone here has played Legend of Zelda, right? Everyone here has played Legend of Zelda, right? Raise your hand up, everyone here. You know how, like, I don't think the current one has it, but like, you know, Ocarina of Time and whatnot, your wallet only holds so many rupees. At a certain point, you don't pick up any more money. I really think it should be like that, like not crazy high, 100 million, something like that. Once you have $100 million, you don't need any more. You don't need any more. You don't need to own $1 billion. You don't need to. That money could go to much better things that would help more people. It's like you make that much money, we name a dog park after you, the government sends you a plaque saying congratulations, you won capitalism, and that's it. I gotta figure out how to screw this. What is hot? What is so hot that I bumped something and it's hot. Oh well, okay. And yeah, that's a joke from like some comedian. I didn't make that up. Oh, the bed. The bed's hot. I'm like, what's so hot? Oh, it's the bed. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so now, is this even the right one? I don't even know if this is the right one. This isn't even the right fan shroud. This is a different fan shroud. Yeah, this is a different fan shroud. Shoot. This is a completely different fan shroud than the one I need. This is like non-compatible. Let me see here. Let me see. I can make this work. I can make it work. How do I make it work? I cut stuff off that I don't need. Huzzah. Oh wow, this filament's actually pretty stiff. Okay. Wait. This stupid USB cable. Okay, there we go. That'll work. Okay, now I need the little itty bitty screw. I got my itty bitty screw. And then we're going to do the giveaway right after this. Don't pull an Uncle Jesse. I only dropped a spool of filament. Oh, wait, this is not the right size screw. It's too big. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I saw it. I saw one. Is it? No. Where'd you get my itty bitty screw though? There we go. That'll work. Small hole in the USB. It's a vent hole. Remember, if you need, if the thing you're, it's a vent hole. Okay, it's a speed hole. It makes it go faster. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's that. So let's see here. So let's put these in there. Stuff that in there. Stuff you there. Stuff you there. Okay. Lock that back in. Make sure that clears. Yeah, that clears. Okay. Put this back on. And then I think we're good. I think we're good. Now I can print the front face, or print the stuff. And then we'll, I'll throw in a big ol' honkin' multi-hour print tonight. And make sure it's all good. I can get this to. What's going on here? Why don't you? There we go. Heck yeah. This guy. Time to take bets. Why are we taking bets? It's later now to do the hole. Well, it's a speed hole. Makes it go faster. This is a 300. They offered me to send me the 350 kit, and I'm like, no. I do not need a 350 Trident. I have to thank Canuck for inspiring me to finally build my IKEA Melt Corp enclosure. There you go, nice. Actually, now that I think about it, grab a white marker, put a little dot on here, so I know the fan is spinning when it spins. I always forget, but I try to put like a white dot on every fan on a printer just to make sure it is working. Okay. Now, spin you around, power you on, pick up the filament that fell. And let's print some stuff. That filament's all twisted now, but what? There we go. Okay. Try again. Did I turn it on? It's on. Okay. Who linked me? Did anyone link me the thing I asked for earlier? If not, I will look. Zip tie clips. Perfect. Here we go. Does it work? Download. Well, we'll see how this stuff bridges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Range 7. Cool. Okay. Oh, that's not it. This. Copy that. Copy. Boom. Boom. Oh wait, why am I? No, this is. Oh, maybe I should do this on the seaboard. Quad X by try. There we go. Transfer. Sure. Transfer. There we go. Slice plate. There we go. Print. Upload and print. Get this going, and then we'll do the giveaway. This is why I like using the same start-stop. I like to have as much on the printer as possible when it comes to start-stop scripts. Because, fun fact, that cover we just printed, yeah, I sliced that for a Voron V2. V2 300 or 250. Or 300, yeah. What we just sliced and printed on this machine, I sliced for that one. For the V2 over there. But because each machine has its own start-stop, it just works. That's one of the reasons I like using the same profile for all my Vorons. Is I've had it where like I go through the trouble of like getting everything set up to print on like V226, my 250 V2, and then like something happens and it's like oh shoot, I actually have the filament loaded on this V2, which is a 300. I just run the same G code. It'll run like stuff I slice for a 250 will print just fine on a 300. It just only prints on that side of the bed. Yeah, this is a Orca slicer. Okay, that's heating up. Let's do a giveaway. Who wants a giveaway? I will give you, you've got 1 minute. You got till 5:05 to enter for your chance to win some Polymaker filament. Every stream we give away a spool. Link in the video description. While you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Your name pops up over here. Get that little dopamine response. And if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, things I do, check out the links in the description, affiliate links. Don't cost you anything extra. Go a long way in supporting the channel. Buy some gamer subs, code Canuck, or hey, just become a channel member. In the Klipper folder. No, what you do is you make it a macro on your printer. You make whatever you want your start and stop scripts to be a macro on your printer, and then that way, when you set up your machine code, you just have like print start or print end. Although there's a little bit more extra here, but you could literally just have it print start, print end. So that way it just automatically calls up the macro for whatever machine you need. Are you putting filament out? There's no filament coming out. Where is the filament? Oh, there it is. Why are you under extruding? Oh, there we go. Took you a bit. Okay, let's do this giveaway. If you did not enter, you will have another chance on Friday's stream. Where is names? Copy. A, delete, Control V. You know what really sucks about this time of the year? When stream ends, it's dark out. That part I don't like. Useful upgrade. Going quad XY makes more sense as you go bigger. If your machine is normal size, like it's one of those things, it makes sense the bigger you go. If your machine's stock size, like a 250, 300, my LDO V2 will pretty much move as I run the same profile on my LDO V2 as I do on this. So it's not like I'm going any faster. It makes more sense as you go bigger. A 350 is where you kind of start to make sense to go with quad XY, in my opinion. I only went 300 because I don't have the room. Okay, which one are we gonna do? I don't know which one was the one that had like the crazy ending. We'll go with Marvel Adventure. How many people do we have? 328. Okay, bots. 328. There are performance benefits, but it really depends on how close to the cutting edge you are. If you're like me, where you run oh shoot, I forgot to pick somebody. This person, I don't know how to pause. Whoever is last. Carrie, I see a Carrie there. Carrie, if you win, you get 2 spools of filament and a hat. Sorry about that. Normally I pick somebody to win a little extra if they win, but I forgot this time. So if you win, you get a spool of filament. But a lot of people are falling off. But yeah, it really depends. It depends on what you're trying to get out of the machine. I don't run my machines crazy fast because I care a bit more about the material properties of my prints. And unfortunately, if you go crazy fast, you lose a lot of like layer adhesion and whatnot. Yeah, you can make up for it with more heat, but I have enough printers that I really don't care about the speed of one individual printer. They're all... What is going on with this map? This is like my Dark Urge playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. All my friends are dead. They're like exploding barrels everywhere. Who's that in the lead? Herrenberg? Oh, well, let's see. Will you blow up at the last minute? Oh, this is the one. This is the one. This is the one. Oh, Nathan Dresser won. There we go. I forgot this is the one. This is the one where it's like Nathan Dresser, congratulations. Look how many people are not making it. Oh, Dr. Dave's workshop, you tried. Oh, you did make it, Dr. Dave. I was going to say exclamation mark zoom to make you go faster, but that ain't going to help. Nathan Dresser. Congratulations, Nathan. You have won yourself a spool of filament from Polymaker. You will get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament. Find you here. Nathan Dresser. There we go. Okay, so congratulations. So yeah. So we're going to call it there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this thing, I'm going to do some test prints on the bench, and then I'll get it all buttoned up, put it on the shelf here, and then it should be good to go. On Friday's stream, maybe we'll set up tap on this, or touch, or whatever it's called, so we can do actual physical nozzle probing. But for now, I just want to get this up and running. So I'm gonna do a few open prints like this before I button it up, make sure everything is working. And then once I got a good feeling, I'll button up fully, I'll panel it up, I'll put the door on, and we'll run an EBS print and see how it goes. Because the last thing I want to do is waste, like, put it this way. This spool of filament here was full. And I've only got one full print out of this spool. Because everything else has gone into the garbage because prints have failed. So, yeah, here's hoping that this machine can now go into actual operation now. So we'll give a shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we gave away this stream and every stream. Links for all of them and more in the video description. I will give a shout out to Seabor for providing this kit for testing and evaluation. I'm getting a lot of content out of it. That's good. And for those that donate to the channel, gifted memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. Would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. We're going to call it there. It's Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be safe out there. Wash your hands. And I will see you on Friday. Goodbye.